Good morning, everybody. It's Dr. Dean here at Physio One again. It is Friday, September 25th. I have no idea where September went. It just flew out the window. I wanted to talk to you guys this morning about headaches. Headaches are something that everybody knows a little bit about. Nobody knows everything about it, including myself, including all the physicians that you might have seen if you have headaches. They're not necessarily that debilitating, but they're not fun to deal with either. I'm not going to talk about every kind of headache out there, but we are going to hit some of the major ones, the more prevalent kinds of headaches that exist and people have to deal with. So without further ado, let's start with migraines. Now, migraines, they tend to start as a teenager. That's not the rule, but generally speaking, that's how they begin in teenage years. Earlier in life, in the teenage years, they affect boys and girls about equally. As you get into your 30s, 40s, 50s, it tends to affect women more like 2 to 1 than men. So migraines, they also affect mainly one side. So every time you get a migraine headache, it's generally on the same side. You can get the light sensitivity, the hearing sensitivity to loud noises. They don't even have to be loud. They can last anywhere from a few hours to a few days. There are migraines with auras where people kind of feel something coming on before they actually get hit with the headache. So I've actually had a migraine in my life, at least one with an aura. So what I had was basically my vision got blurry for a little while, and then it cleared up, everything was normal, and then about 30-40 minutes after that got back normal, I got hit with this massive headache, and it was terrible. Migraine sufferers, they tend to want to get away from light and sound, obviously, so what they tend to do is go lay down in a dark room, which makes it feel as good as it's going to feel until it goes away. Movement does not do well with migraines. It increases blood flow. Migraines are thought to be kind of a blood flow issue in the brain, in your head, your carotid arteries and stuff. Now, one thing I didn't mention, the migraines with an aura, if you do have auras, there's a medication you can get from your physician that if you feel the aura and you immediately take that medication, a lot of times it will help stop the migraine from actually coming, an hour down the road. Doesn't work every time, but quite a bit, it does work. Now, the next kind of headache that's probably the biggest type of headache out there is a tension headache, very often confused with a migraine. You still get the light sensitivity, the hearing sensitivity, but this migraine comes from the neck mainly. The neck muscles can be the front, can be the back. There are shoulder muscles that attach into the neck as well. So any of those muscles can get tight. They can cause headaches, tension headaches. So tightness, tension cause these headaches. The main difference between the migraines and the tension headaches, migraines again tend to affect one side. Tension headaches can be all the way around. It can affect one side one time, the other side the next time. It can move quite a bit. Not necessarily a whole lot of consistency, but they can be all the way around. Another cause of tension headaches is like emotional stress. So if you've had, family issues, maybe a death of a friend or family, stressed at work or with kids, that kind of stuff, it can cause those muscles to tighten up a little bit too, and that can cause the tension headaches as well. So a lot of times you can get that better by de-stressing somehow. Next we'll go, let's say cluster headaches. So women, you get a break from this. Men are affected more by cluster headaches, and that's probably one of the few things that men are affected more by. Unfortunately, women get the short end of the stick when it comes to bad stuff. You guys just tend to be affected more than men. But men get this more, cluster headaches, more than women. They tend to come on about the same time of day when you have them. So, you might not have them every day, but when they happen, they're always around noon or something. They're normally associated with like a sleep deprivation, a sleep apnea, some kind of sleep issue. Sinus congestion, I have terrible allergies, so stuff like that. If it's chronically congested, you're having drainage, out of the side of your eye and from your tear ducts, stuff like that. Ptosis, where your eyelid droops, that can cause them as well. Again, tend to happen the same time of day. These can be, they can be felt different places. Movement helps these though. So migraines, remember, movement makes them feel worse. Cluster headaches, movement will help calm it down. You want to get the increased blood flow. That'll help kind of clear sinuses out, help clear some of the stuff out that might be causing it. And then sleep. If you get some good sleep, that can help as well. Cervicogenic headaches are another type of headache that's pretty prominent. If you've ever had a whiplash injury or something like that in a car accident, might be a cervicogenic headache that you're getting after, and you may be having it years later. Basically, it's neck pain with headaches. Doesn't have to occur at the same time. Oftentimes they do, but doesn't have to. You can have a history of neck pain and headaches different times, but the headaches come from neck issues. So basically, if we can work out some neck issues, we can probably get the headaches better. Another one along these lines is called an occipital headache. So if you're familiar with the regions of the head, the occipital region of the head is the back of your skull. That's your occiput. Your occipital headaches stay right in that spot. Now, a cervicogenic headache can be forehead, temple, top, back, anywhere. The occipital headaches are going to hit right there every time. Again, that's from a neck issue as well, generally higher up in the neck towards the bottom of the skull. They can cause issues, but we can examine the neck, we can figure out what's causing it, and we can fix it, and a lot of times your headaches are going to stop after that. So those are 5 of the main kind of headaches that are out there. Now, migraines, we can't do a whole lot for in physical therapy with migraines. If you're having an active migraine, there's not anything we can do. But if you're between migraines, we can work on improving overall health, improving blood flow and all that stuff to hopefully help decrease the incidence of how often you get the migraines. Now, the other 4 kind of headaches, tension headaches, you're talking about tight muscles. That's stuff that we can figure out which muscles are tight. We can work on, we can figure out why they got tight. We can do what we need to do to fix that. Cervicogenic and occipital headaches, the neck issues, we can diagnose the neck issue. We can work on it, treat it, get it better. Those headaches will die way down or go completely away. Cluster headaches, same kind of thing, more towards migraines really. It's the way that we would help that is basically improving overall health. Exercise in general is going to help improve your immune system. It's going to improve blood flow. It's going to help your body clear out stuff that shouldn't be there. And exercise helps you sleep. So getting better sleep, getting rid of some congestion and all that stuff can help. Plus, just overall, we can work on the muscles in the neck and things like that, even with cluster headaches, and hopefully reduce some of the tension that could be associated with that as well. If you guys have any headaches, physical therapy is a great place to start. I urge you, come see us first. You don't have to have a referral from a physician to come see us. We can see you. We're often a lot cheaper than a physician. We'll save you MRIs and things that you probably don't necessarily need. And we can often diagnose the cause of those headaches in a single visit, instead of sending you all around town to different doctors to try to figure out what's causing these headaches. If we can't, we'll be honest with you and we'll send you to who we think you should see. But 99% of the time, we're great at doing that. So come see us if you're having any kind of headaches. Let us help you figure it out. Let us help you get better. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Don't do anything that I wouldn't do. And we will come back next week with some more videos.